Hey guys, first regards in here, and so I'll be talking about a heroic tactical build for Space Marine 2 Patch 13 using the Deathwatch Heroic Heavy Bolt Rifle, Heroic Plasma Pistol, and new White Scars Chainsword. Now, this build will combine great horde control from the Deathwatch Heavy Bolt Rifle with high burst damage from the Heroic Plasma Pistol and great melee potential from the White Scars Chainsword. And the main reason the Heroic Heavy Bolt Rifle here is so strong for us is that grenades on tactical especially, if you put down like a double Auspex with precise calibration concentrate fire, you will just nuke any like Majora's Clump really, and on top of that, the contested health recovery here is quite high, so it really makes up for pretty much all the downsides of tactical. Now, for the perk tree, I do start off with the perk down here, extended magazine first. Magazine size increases by 15% of the maximum. This will up your grenade launcher portion and your magazine here as well, so a really good value perk. And the next perk here is magazine restoration. When your health drops below 30%, your ammo reserve restored by a full magazine cannot exceed maximum ammo capacity. The cooldown is 30 seconds. On this build, we'll be maxing out our magazine capacity, so the trigger here is actually pretty good, though I will say this will not restore your grenade launcher ammo at all, so just keep that in mind. But when you combine this perk with the perk over here, Rapid Health, that will give you back HP while you were below a 30% HP threshold, it's actually pretty easy on tack to like sit around that 35% HP level, lose your HP, and like trigger this perk effect off cooldown, and immediately get it all back on a Rapid Health or just your CHP recovery, so really good for like your overall ammo economy. Next perk here is Cleaving Fire, because sometimes shooting guys in block stands can actually just get you a free execute. The next perk here is Remote Threat. Enemies at a distance of more than 25 meters take 20% more damage. On this build, I am taking the perk over here, Steady Aim, for a 20% reduction in weapon spread and recoil, which does make it very easy to actually hit headshots at like a long range, especially against more obnoxious enemies like Rubric Marines, so pretty good option to like complement this perk here. Then I go here into the perk Great Might, down here into the perk Increased Capacity. The maximum ammo reserve of this weapon increases by 20%. This will up your total grenades and ammo reserve, so really good for us here. And like once again, we are not taking the Emperor's Vengeance perk on this build, so like a better ammo capacity is very strong for us. Next perk here is Headhunter, into the best perk, which is Recoupment. Killing a Majoris or higher enemy with a headshot this weapon restores an armor segment. The cooldown is 15 seconds. Now, like I said before, with Steady Aim, getting a headshot kill at range is super easy for us, and getting free armor back at range in this game is super underrated. Like, this perk is super strong on the tactical especially, because any amount of armor remaining in Space Marine 2 will reduce all incoming melee damage to 0 even from bosses, so because of that, this perk will save your life at times, and it's super powerful, to be honest. It's also found on like every bolter in the game. Next perk here is Rapid Health. When your health is below 30%, killing 7 enemies rapid succession restores health by 10%. We do have a grenade launcher on this gun, so triggering a rapid kill like this is super easy for us. And also staying above a 30% HP threshold on tactical especially is so valuable, because this class is very squishy, so you are within like one-shot territory for like 20% HP, and this will help you stay above that threshold. Next perk here is Perpetual Penetration, down here into the perk Extended Magazine, and the final perk is really up to you. You could take Divine Might for a 10% buff on your grenade launcher here, and also just your bolter portion, or you could also just take the Remote Threat perk again, or alternatively you could skip over this and like maybe even Extended Magazine if you wanted to for tactical precision, but you will lose some body shot damage here as like the trade-off for more headshot damage. But if that's worth it to you, you could definitely do that. I'm just not taking that today because I just prefer the nade launcher damage. That's pretty much all there is for the Heroic Heavy Bolt Rifle. Now, for the secondary, we do take the Heroic Plasma Pistol. Now, this weapon is just like a super high burst damage option in this game. It really complements the horde control of the Heavy Bolt Rifle here, because if you put down Auspex and charge up your one shot on this weapon, you will just instantly kill any extremist in Space Marine 2 pretty much. And for the perk tree, we are not building for double shot this time. This is definitely better for like boss damage, but as far as like overall control goes, I do kind of prefer the two blast radius perks here for a 20% increased radius, which does help out a little bit, and going for like full damage. So the first perk here is Plasma Collection, into the perk here Rapid Cooling. Then we grab Plasma Collection again, Divine Might for a 10% buff, Blast Radius for a 10% radius buff in our charge shot, and the final perks here Perpetual Velocity, which you pretty much always want because this weapon takes forever to charge up. And next perk here is Plasma Collection again, into Blast Radius, into the perk Retaliation for 25% more damage on a perfect dodge for 10 seconds. And that's pretty much all there is for the Heroic Plasma build. Now, For the melee weapon, we do take the White Scar's Chainsword. This is one of the best melee weapons in the entire game right now. The heroic perk effect here is called Fury of Chigoris. Adrenaline Surge stacks are increased to 3. The third stack is a higher damage bonus, but the bonus for the second stack is reduced. Now that third stack will also last 4 seconds instead of 2.2 seconds like the first two, so this weapon is super strong at the moment. I also have a full guide on this channel if you're curious about that, but for now, the perk tree I've set up here is Perpetual Strength into the perk here, Swift Recovery. Heavy attacks restore 100% more contested health. Now, this perk just doubles your CHP recovery in the middle of like horde control for heavy attacks. Really good to like keep your HP up against Hormigons and stuff, because usually Hormigons and like Zangors and stuff, they will just give you like a little bit of chip damage, and having that double CHP recovery here will just keep you above that threshold to like not lose anything. So really nice option. Next perk here is Perpetual Strength, up here into Perpetual Strength again. Then I move here into the perk Reverberating Impact. Stomp area of effect radius increases by 50%. Now, on the White Scar's Chainsword, your attack speed is so damn fast that you can actually reach a stomp before you run out of your Adrenaline Surge charges, even on 2 stacks, if you use the combo skip here. And on the third stack, you don't even need the combo skip. You just go directly into a stomp, so really good option for us here. Next perk here is Combined Onslaught, down here to the perk Heavy Onslaught, and then I pick up Full Throttle for the combo skip. Then we go up here to Hard Target and Majora Slayer, though alternatively, you could pick up something like Minora Slayer and Extremis Slayer, but it's up to you. That's pretty much all there is for the White Scar's Chainsword. Now, for our perk tree, I do start off with the perk here, Kraken Penetrator rounds. Bolt weapons penetrate one more enemy, and non-headshot damage increased by 50%. Now, all bolter body shot damage got buffed in patch 13 by like 30%, so like this stacked on top of that for like the heavy bolt rifle here feels really good in the game currently. And also there is an ongoing bug with this perk where if you swap to your bolter weapon after firing off like a plasma shot, it will get the 50% buff from this if it like actually hits while the bolter is equipped. That's a little cheese, but like if you want to do that, you definitely could. Next perk here is Heightened Vigor. After a perk time parry or block or dodge, you will deal 10% more melee and gun strike damage. Do not lose control from heavy hits. It cannot be knocked back for 10 seconds. If you're taking a block weapon, you pretty much always pick this up, because the way that block weapons work in Space Marine 2 is that you don't actually get your like staggering parry effect until you actually respond after the second charge of your Adrenaline Surge, and that means if you get staggered out of that for like any reason, you might just get stun locked. So like no knockback to properly respond is super useful here, so definitely grab this. Next perk here is Steady Aim. Weapon spread and recoil reduced by 20%, and range damage against terminus level enemies is increased by 15%. Now, pretty much every single perk in this column here is totally good for this build. Like, you could pick up Emperor's Vengeance if you want more nades. You could pick up Emperor's Judgment if you want like a damage buff and a free reload. They all work on this. I just took this one for that weapon spread and recoil reduction and a little bit more terminus damage. Next perk here is Aligned Aim. Range damage increases by 15% for all team members. This perk is just a nice free range damage buff. If you want to take like Transhuman Physiology, this is also quite strong at the moment because of that body shot damage. And also, Secure Stockpile is obviously a god tier perk in the game, so like really you can't go wrong here. I'm just going for more range damage because this helps out not only the heavy bolt rifle, but also the heroic plasma pistol. Next weapon here, or perk here, is Vital Data. Standing Extremis or terminus level enemy restores Auspex scans charged by 50%. This just gives you way more Auspexes against the enemies you want them against the most anyways, which are Extremis and Terminus. And honestly, things like priority targeting are not that strong, and target lock is really pretty damn weak in this game. Like, this one definitely needs a fix. And also, people ask me all the time, do grenades from your primary weapon here count as equipment damage? No, they do not. They are like purely range damage. This only affects things like the Pyroblaster canister, a Melt-A-Bomb, Fragnades, and stuff like that, so they're really not that valuable. Next perk here is Precise Calibration. Enemies marked by Auspex scan take an additional 75% damage, but Auspex scan's radius is reduced by 25%. This perk, combined with the perk over here, Concentrate Fire, can come out to like a 300% total bonus damage for your Auspex scan. That is ridiculous for boss nuking and stuff like that, though I will say, if you want to take Battle Focus, you definitely could. That is very strong with the White Scar's Chainsword, but for this build, we are going for like boss nuking and clump nuking on Majoris, so this will help out with that the most. Next perk here is Concentrate Fire. Auspex scan zone lasts 60% longer, and enemies marked by Auspex scan take an additional 120% damage, but they lose the mark when they leave the scanned area. This is one of the best Auspex perks in the entire game. It does require you to like understand the movesets of the enemy a bit more, so like it's a bit harder for newer players, but a longer lasting Auspex on top of 120% more damage on the Auspex That is incredible for boss nuking and like clump nuking on Majora's, so really powerful option. I pretty much always take this because perks up here like close targeting and expert timing, they're not bad. This one's just way better. Next perk here is Radiant Impact. A melee finisher additionally deals significant AoE damage in a 10-meter radius. The cooldown is 90 seconds. Now, this one's a visual bug in patch 13.1, but even with that, it doesn't matter. It's totally functional. This thing is a 90-second cooldown nuke that will just one-shot Majora's around you. It will save your life all the time. It is an incredibly potent perk in Space Marine 2. We pretty much always pick this up, and it definitely like supersedes the other perk options, except for like Signal Jammer. It's bugged right now to like one-shot guys. That's pretty much all there is for the main perk tree. Now, for the prestige perk options, I do take Acuity first, because if you are taking a bolter weapon in this game, you pretty much always pick this up, because bolters just benefit from headshot damage bonuses so much, even if you do build for body shot damage, and this one is just such a powerful perk, you pretty much always grab it. Next perk here is Skill Supplier, down here into the perk Resilience for more HP off of stims, and the final perk is Fortitude for health increase of 15%, because Tactical is very squishy, and it's like the only survivability perk he actually has pretty much, so you pretty much always grab this one. And that's pretty much all there is for this build, guys. I mean, I think this one is pretty strong. The Deathwatch Heroic Heavy Bolt Rifle is still an S tier weapon, in my opinion. The new Heroic Plasma Pistol is definitely an S tier weapon, and the White Scar's Chain Sword is 100% an S tier melee weapon in the game currently. So, very powerful options across the board. This one should be able to solve like both Chaos and Tyranids for you, and hopefully this build guide helped you. And if you like content like this, subscribe for more. If you want to watch me live to ask me questions about the game or just come hang out, you can find me here on YouTube or on Twitch with a link in the video description, and also a link to my community Discord. And as always, thank you for watching. Take it easy. Bye. So we're topped off. Look at that.
Swapping magazine. Watch your footing. Water is alive.
So this first area of this map, before you get to the Hormagon section where you're holding out, is a little bit of an ammo drought. So for that reason, we're going to be a little conservative at this section. Because you get a boss spawn over here, so.
Blessed be this magazine. Brothers, move. The water saps us. Behold, the true horror of heresy.
This should kill him.
Wrapping her underfoot.
Hold on.
Go hither. Burst the alien scourge. Loathsome burrower is destroyed. Reloading magazine. Brothers, move. The water saps us.
So Biovores take double body shot damage in the turret, which is quite useful. What's up, brothers? What's up, Lord Vegeta?
My chainsaw. Next ready to scan. Now we fight unburdened. Prepare yourselves. Replacing holy ordnance.
Any pro tips how to farm the ordeal where you have to kill lesser sorcerer while surviving Rubric Marine? Drop a melta bomb on his ass. That'll probably fix your problem. Melta bombs tend to solve issues in Space Marine 2 pretty well. FTG new community event. Oh, is there?
In death, the dark god shall show these heretics of the
We'll take a look after that.
good.
After this one. Ow. Man, that was a good shot. It's gonna be armor boost, I almost guarantee, yeah.
Enhanced visuals incoming. It is as grotesque dead as it was alive.
See, steady aim is actually pretty good there because at long range you can pretty easily headshot these guys and trigger things like recruitment.
Our foes push to overwhelm us. Stop them! We must slay this hellspawn. Swapping magazine.
Hello, Ancient One. Bless me with your wisdom. Sorry, bro. Remember that scene in Doctor Strange where he's like, "Teach me," and then they just kick him out of the temple?
Our objective lies
Yes, you
beyond
know.
this entrance.
Just kidding. But, the red cape looks better than the black one.
The Xenos
I think the red
infestation
cape looks
is
better on
dead.
some outfits, like in a Black Templar Sword Brethren with like you know, a red trim on their pauldron. It definitely looks better on them. It complements it. But like black for like retributors and stuff, that was pretty good.
Defensive positions, brothers. We hold this ground.
Greetings, first tour no sleep guardsman. What's up, Chonk man? I actually got 9 hours of sleep. I ended like 2 hours earlier last time.
Ready to
So we're actually prepared. Though my voice was so dead the end of stream yesterday, I didn't talk for like 2 hours. I just kept grinding. But now I feel a lot better. Yesterday morning I felt like shit, but that's okay. It's like, oh, that was a really stupid thing I just did. I meant to throw it into like the pit there, but instead we just lost our HP.
They send their strongest, only to see them falter. Blood down to the blade.
Dude, this new map is probably, you know, if I rank maps in this game again, which I probably will, this one's going at like the near top. This is a really good map, guys. I gotta say, like this is probably one of the best maps we've ever had. This might be the best map. I'm trying to think. This had a boss fight at the end. It's up there. It's a really good layout.
Swapping magazine.
And that's definitely not recency bias because Disruption never felt like the best map to me ever. I'll say that.
A traitor taste the Imperial's justice. Reloading magazine. The abomination.
Are block weapons good or fencing the way to go? Block is much better for melee classes than fencing is. Fencing has fallen off for the most part. It's only good for defense, but even then, the Argent Edge is the best one for that. Alright, we're gonna take this. Take this. It only needs a boss fight. Yeah, you know, I have a feeling that excuse me. I feel that next patch, since they moved the boss up to next patch, that was really supposed to come out in this one. They're probably gonna put that Terminator Sorcerer back in like Obelisk and stuff like this map.
And purge any remaining data, sealed or otherwise. The traitors cannot recover even a fragment. Deny the Thousand Sons everything. We will see it done, Captain. chasing shadows you cannot comprehend. The true sweets shatter your obedience to my
Pretty accurate range of this one. Just praying over there as all the Riverines get dusted. Hope you're having a great day, man. I am. Or great morning. What's up, Ravine? Do you think they'll ever buff fencing damage? Or just keep it as a safer learning option with lower ceiling? Well, I mean, it's supposed to be fast and less damaging, but I'll say what they need to do. They need to make the Argent Edge effect of, like, stagger go to all of them, because Argent Edge also damages, and, like, so what they should do, in my opinion, is just make it so, like, that staggering effect, like, on the first parry, you get the stagger every time. It's just fundamental to all of them. Alright, this guy actually just teleports. It's my only problem with this map, is that these bosses will just teleport on you, straight up, like, appear before you. Or whatever. Really awkward time for him to shoot that at me of all things. This boss fight is such an annoying area. Alright, we should be able to kill him now, assuming he doesn't do anything too crazy. There was probably an easier way to nuke him down there. It's such an awkward boss fight area. My PS5 Pro is shitting its pants in Siege. Yeah, well, Siege performance is god-awful in this game. I doubt that will ever change. Maybe the new map will make Siege mode better, but I'm gonna be real. I don't think much is gonna bring Siege back. They'd have to do a pretty fundamental shift in like how it's played. It's okay. But, like, there's no, like, proper Siege mechanic in it. This was supposed to be a Siege mode patch, but, the Siege mode's still mid. It needs to be as bad as it is now. Well, they have a bunch of new stuff in it now, so maybe, like, it isn't optimized.
Spread out and find the faulty machine, brothers.
I'm like, actually, I wouldn't say it's shit. It's just not as good as it could be.
Extermination has come. Countdown to corrupt Terminator. We have silenced their core. Commencing Auspex scan. Heresy is scattered before us. They are calling for their weakness.
Feels like C's kind of soft blocked around 35. You can get. People already got into around 50, but. Not much reason to play it outside weapon skins either. And like some of the ordeals.
Console restored.
I feel like the biggest problem with Siege Mission is the time investment required. Like two hours for a match, an hour and a half for a match. It's pretty big ass for like most people, especially in Space Marine 2's player base, where like a lot of players are more casual and just got home from work. Like when you get home from work, do you want to go into like the Ass Blaster Simulator for like 2 hours straight? I'm not sure.
We are registering a significant warp energy spike inside Nozick's laboratory. Reach the lab and eliminate the heretics. Do not allow their ritual to reach completion. As you command, Captain. Viridian en route.
Thousands of suns have already gone deep of Nozick's knowledge. Every secret,
Which sows doubt because it fears our advance. The heretics' words are hollow. Our task remains undone, brothers. With molten flame shall we smite them. Is this the glory Magnus promised you? Swapping magazine. Our lives need no longer gaze this atrocity. Reloading. Brothers, together we go. Let us march unhindered. The taint of corruption grows stronger. The pyre
Ow.
awaits, and we shall.
That was certainly awkward.
Replacing holy orders. The floating islands will carry us. Let
Didn't
us
need to do
move.
that. I don't think I could have done this, but this will be a one shot now, guaranteed. Yeah.
Exterminate
Not that it really
the
wasn't going to be
swarms.
before, but that was an extra one shot. Bam. Straight up. I don't think I've ever checked over here for anything, so might as well take a little detour, right? Maybe there's something special. This is like a relic spot.
Reloading magazine.
Yeah, you can't get an ammo cache here.
Consider it sacred soil.
We are not so lucky though. Alright, where's the horde? Must be up top. Gene seed here? Ah, okay. That makes sense. Bye. For real. Dang. Oh. Well, they're kind of alive. Oh, they should. They can jump up here? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Perish.
Another alien falls to the Imperium's teeth.
Perish.
Blessed be this magazine.
Aren't you around 7 matches away from the Black Cave? Yes. But instead of rushing it, I'm just going to do a normal. So I was going to play this anyways, more try out this build on occasion. So might as well do it this way. I mean, I wasn't really rushing the caves at all in the first 2 weeks because I don't care. I want to try the builds more. I want to like grind out one cosmetic. But yesterday we rushed. We did a lot of cave grinding.
Their swelling numbers will only serve to afford us greater glory. Abhor the witch! Destroy the witch! End the foe before he can rally. Swapping magazine. Foul blasphemer marks.
Can stop all going to rage, please.
The traitor tasted the Imperium's justice.
Got the red cave for Taz just by flying, but I do the same for the red cave, yeah. Or black cave, yeah. I mean, it's not a rush, you know. I feel like people just like they're trying to rush to this cosmetic of like supposed to be a long-term grind. There's a new trailer, yeah, for 11th edition. I almost got smushed there. Oh. Well, did not go I thought it would.
Dead. Rid yourselves of its repugnant influence. Reloading.
Might get a boss spawn up here. There's also an auxiliary loadout station, so auxiliary reload station, whatever they call it. So we'll get all of our nades back in a second.
The Xenos infestation is staring now. Blessed be this magazine. Running with your servants, ever dutiful, ever faithful. Can you hear that? Your precious God, shrieking as their souls are relentlessly. Even their champions stand no chance. Prepare yourselves.
I saw someone with the same cosmetic setup earlier. It's a pretty peak one. Pretty peak cosmetic setup.
Hold on. Let us not fail them. We shall tear this profanity from existence. The eyes power the prisons. Take them out. What is it to be a space marine? It is to be death. What is it to be death? It is to be the destroyer, the end of all things.
More stuff to grind through year 3. Yeah, year 3 is going to be pretty peak. I imagine. I'm bringing a new class, so I imagine if we're bringing a new class, the content in year 3 will probably be very similar to this one. Yeah. Not always there, but
The heretic lies defeated. Swapping magazine. Reloading magazine. My wound
Awesome.
is mended.
dude, there are so many little cultists around here.
Witches. God's my breed. Cadians, you are liberated. Do your duty. Another ward falls. Now we press the attack. Brothers, seize the altar. We shut this rift down together.
If the abyss swallows
Brothers, the altar. We must take it.
Guys, shoot me with an auto gun. Look at that.
Brothers, the altar. We must take it.
Okay, so you can't destroy those until they actually, like, once they're rolling, it looks like. Or if you can, if you didn't kill it properly.
blessed be this magazine.
The sorcerer's presence received. Keep fighting.
The malformed abomination comes to it.
Nearly there, brothers. Together. Let them come. We shall meet them with bolts of fire and vengeance.
Swapping magazine.
The altar is exposed. Strike it down.
What's up, FTG? How goes it this morning? Pretty well.
Viridian.
Finding out that heavy
Auspex
bolt rifle
confirms
build.
the rift is collapsing.
Good one.